All right. First word before we get started this time. I have been playing with my microphone filters. I've always had a problem with it, and it's something I actually need to look into. My microphone use has always been bad, and part of the reason for that is because I have slight breathing problems, not really asthma, but something close to it with allergies and stuff, and so I'm a pretty heavy breather, often a mouth breather, and especially if you watch some of my old videos originally, I have some severe breathing problems in some of them. I've actually considered taking some of those and re-recording them and just dubbing over the sound with a new commentary track done so that I can bring them fresh and also give them more, especially the Final Fantasy VI ones, give them a little bit more exposure now that people are actually watching. A decent enough of people are actually watching these randomizer videos for me. So I've been playing with the filter, and there was one point before I started having a lot of OBS troubles and had to re-scrap it and re-download it and do a bunch of other stuff where I had it working well, but otherwise I'm constantly fighting with trying to keep the open mic gate going and stuff and having filters in to limit the amount of breathing and stuff that comes in through, as well as everything else. So I have a lot of problems with it. I've finally broken down and ordered myself a tabletop mic because it's a whole lot better for a recording section. This kind of mic in a headphone, it works, but it's more intended just for actual gameplay communication while you're doing, you know, online gaming and such. But whatever. Anyway, that's enough preamble there. Time to get started on this seed. Let's go ahead and go. Again, this is the same base standard race settings that I'm going to be doing. Wow, what a start. I'm a big fan. Blitz, I'm a huge fan. And Morph with natural magic. Okay, Edgar is not the best. Why do I always do that? Morph, Edgar is not the best natural magic person, but having a person start with that is pretty good. And having Realm with Blitz is just really incredible. Anyway, standard race settings, which are 7 characters, 10 espers, no dragons needed. That I'm going to be running for Questing for Glory in just another week and a half. Realm is a really solid character to start with because she starts with, oh, and Zarina Gown's a really good piece of equipment that she can use, guaranteed. B-tier endgame equipment, but it is endgame equipment, so Ice Rod, okay. Maybe I should use that immediately here if it's something like a Gigantos that I can get experience from. Katana Soul, okay. This is just likely to kill me. Yep, okay. That's what I say. But I can get an offering here, so I don't know if I'm going to go after it immediately, but if I get my hands on fixed dice, Valiant Knife and someone who can use it, something like that, I'll probably come back for Katana Soul. Kind of glad he one-shot me immediately because that saves a little bit of time. A lot of people might not even think it's worth it to check that chest, but I like to check everything that I can because you never know where something good can be. And even though the monsters in a box are a lot more reliable, there are some that are really useful, like Katana Soul. He also will be worth a lot of money if I save him for later. Coronet as well. That's actually a really solid starting equipment for her. One of her best helms with +4 magic. So her already high magic has now been boosted to Kingdom Come with this gear. 52 starting magic, and she's going to be our Blitzer. I need to get her up to 42 so I can learn... It'll be worth it to definitely focus on some levels, try and get her up to 42 so I can get Bum Rush. That's what it's called this time. Stray Cats, not a bad start. Need to put her in the back row. Messed up. Pummel's actually one of the harder ones for me to use. Now that, thanks to Poexel the speedrunner, I learned the trick to doing blitzes that you don't have to actually roll. Yeah, it does get that for a while. Yeah, let's put her back row so she's even more protected. She's going to be hard to kill with the good starting armor she's got. Oh, magic urns we don't care about, though. They're not worth anything. Better than having something that'll kill me outright, though. This is going to be a little bit slow, but it'll also actually be pretty decent money and experience, I believe. And at least it's reliable. Just 4 pummels will end this. She's actually attacking the first one. That's funny. So any chance Edgar has of meaningfully contributing to the battle is gone. Of course she did. Learned a new blitz, 600 gold, which is okay. Yep, 2 levels from that, so we're up to level 6. Ether for mana could be useful. Nope, she can't kill them without that. Oh well. On one shot anyway. Safety bit. That's actually strong. More magic power. Seven, that's decent for starting. He still has not learned any spells, though, which is pretty rare. Okay, that's enough for combat for now. Level 7's not a bad starting point. We do have one totally free check in Figaro Castle. But as long as it isn't a super difficult boss, or if it's one who's weak to ice, shouldn't be too bad. Dried meat, excellent. Get a few Phoenix Downs for safety. Mega Elixir, okay, nice. I already have an Elixir and Mega Elixir for the final battle. Useful. Yeah, I guess might as well. +2 magic is not to be sneezed at, especially at this point, if he ever learns any spells. Let's see. I usually skip early Figaro, but since I'm starting with Edgar, golly, trying to find the landing places for this is always tough for me. Problem is I don't have any money to buy any of these items. Okay, there's a little bit of money. I really don't care about fake mustache. Don't care much about sniper sight either, really. Okay, let's see. All for cheap, a drill. If I actually find a user of be worth it to get some potions. Bioblaster, smoke bombs. I'm gonna figure out. Can be a good weapon, but only if someone I find can use it. I need to find warp stones as well. Revivifies I can get cheap here. So most supplies, everything except for warp stone, can be found here for cheap. Oh, Terra. Awesome. What have you got? Tools. Okay, well, now I definitely need to try and afford... You can use the trump. Need to get a drill. And I could get the bioblaster, although I'm not a fan. Whoops. I'll find better weapons than these. I don't really need them. Okay, so now Terra has a very good attack she can use through the early game. Really care. I'd prefer to find Flash because that's magic based, and especially since Terra has good magic, it'll be really strong. Auto crossbow would be okay. I can get the bioblaster if I get desperate later on. Another memento ring. Murasame. Mid-tier weapon, wall ring. Chocobo suit. Actually not bad. Can you use it? No, you can use Murasame though. Nope, no one realm can. That's too bad. I wonder. X potion. Oh, 13K. All right. Now I need to go back to Figaro to spend all this money on supplies. Because everything else is there. I can get tents, remedies, revivifies, potions, all the stuff I need in the early mid-game and partially end-game, so I won't have to worry about going shopping in an item shop ever again. Crystal Helm I could also sell for money. I don't really like it as a piece of armor. Magus hat, though, is worth it. For both of these two, yes, actually. That's very much worth it, too, but it's a bit expensive. For the price, Magus hats are some of the very best. Nothing much in the way of weapons, although I could buy more ice rods if I need to. I did this already. Whoops, wasting time thinking about things. And just fumbling my movement. Okay. Because next I think I'm going to go after Welk. That's a quick and easy boss fight. For a check. As well as giving the option of opening up a secondary location. Whatever you, if I get Lock and get the item from the weapon shop, the item that I don't choose could end up, Genji Shield is basically more money. I can find past the Welk there where Tritalk's original location in the game is. But you have to have both Terra and Lock in order to get your hands on that, of course. Back guard is actually useful. Mostly only with random battles, but... Ooh, running shoes, very nice. And hero ring, even nicer. Okay. So relic-wise, I'm finding pretty good stuff. Weapon and armor, not really great. Although the coronet... I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, no, I can do that on the other side when I'm done really fast. So, yeah. Oh, no, this is actually where I want to go first. Because I can get more stuff and then a free location. Normally this becomes unlocked after the Imperial Banquet if you do really well in it. And the soldiers all disappear. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cat hood? Oh my. Gold hairpin isn't bad, actually. Flame saber. Tincture. That. Let's see. Oh, he can wear the Chocobo suit. I thought I checked him and he couldn't. Or maybe he thought the diamond vest is better. 1 magic or 2 speed. Tough choice, actually. Alright, goodness. The safety vit and memento charms are very good if you know you're going up against Doomgaze or Aloe Vera, some other critter that is going to do instant death attacks. Otherwise, of course, it's very valuable under certain circumstances. They're the best relics you could hope for. Under most circumstances, not really great. Dragoon boots, never been a big fan. If I have somebody naturally with jump, especially if they use a spear and I get an early dragon horn, I'll make use of them, but otherwise... I just don't bother with jumping. If you have Moogle Charm, the only fight in this check is literally a forced fight that you can also choose to take. An encounter, I guess you would call it. No, because they use random encounters. What would you call that? It's a set fight area. Normally they're like guys who are wandering around. Oh, well, Dragon Horn. I guess if I get Aura Lance, I could always turn Edgar into a jumper. The problem is you have to have 2 relics to do that. This is not a bad fight. Although Hades Gygus return can do magnitude 8 death blow. Stone needs MP. Okay. Kind of silly to do that, but it actually was worth quite a lot of experience. Got me up to 8 and 9. Sometimes they're good fights, sometimes they're bad, which is one of the reasons why I saved it first. Snow Muffler, wow. I always laugh when I get more Moogle Charms. They're totally pointless, and they only sell for a gold, so they're really not worth much. Unless they turn out to be something great at the Coliseum, which I almost never check on a speedrun type setting like the one I'm doing now. I just don't think the time investment is worth it. And okay, 4th party member. Hopefully I get 10 straight. I would not mind getting 10 straight espers next. He's got sword tech, which actually is not bad for him, especially with the way the randomizer has an option to buff up sword tech speeds. So sword tech 7 Quadra Slice becomes really strong, and I automatically get it unlocked regardless of level if I get Cyan and do the Cyan Dream sequence. Okay, so... let's see. You can use the Snow Muffler too, that's great. I'll keep the Genji helmet for now, but I could have him jump too, but has he learned any spells yet? No, they're all going to be at high level, huh? Eventually that gold hairpin will serve him. Kind of a long dungeon, but there's a decent number of items here. I generally don't worry about it too much when I'm running, but I do. But there probably are tiers to checks, and this is probably one of the lower tier ones just because this is such a long area to go through. About one of the only checks that I actively dislike is actually Gogo's check, because you have to take time to set it up and get swallowed, and then the dungeon, even if with a Moogle charm, is annoying. It isn't super long, but trying to grab all the items especially and deal with the trolls in it is a problem. I would much rather do that in Go mode where I'm not feeling the need to grab any chest, which is pretty rare because I rarely feel totally comfortable with everything I've got. Pretty good starting 4, however, especially with the skills they've got. Morph is really hard to use effectively, but it can be very strong for a few turns if you use it right and get enough magic points. Kefka. Shouldn't be a problem. Especially with my two powerful ladies. I don't think you've what? Oh, he's still going? Ouch. I really thought he'd be dead by now. There we go. Shoosh. Oh wow, and there's Cyan. Oh goodness. Is this going to be another magnificent 7 seed where I'm going to get my 7 characters before pretty much everything? I really don't like those seeds because it's harder to bring up everybody's level. He's just got capture, so poor Cyan is relegated to low status of not getting much. But now I have thousands of checks available. Maybe I'll get lucky and get 8 really good characters before I get my 10th esper. Rainbow brush. Okay, all the end tier. Oh, I totally forgot that too. I need to have this on so I can buy stuff. Cat hood. Can anyone else use coronet? She can. -1 magic from Magus hat, but it's still useful. Would that matter to him right now? I don't think it actually does. Yeah, he just has sword tech, so. Although I need to sell that Genji helmet as soon as possible, although I might not need to. Especially with Cat Hood, if I decide to go back and kill Katana Soul, I'll get a huge amount of money. He is worth boku bucks. take a nap because I got really hurt. Having a snow muffler is pretty good. Some elemental shields would be extremely nice. This is also probably a lower tier check, but it's I'm stringing together things that are close together, and this is one of them. Also, I actually like it because because the fights have an opportunity to give you a large amount of money. These are pretty bad fights, though. I should probably be running away from them. Since Chaser summons the trappers when he dies. And I think if you let the battle drag on too long, they summon even more trappers and stuff. Worth its weight in experience, though, that's for sure. Loompires have super duper high defense but very low hit points. So Dispatch is really good. They have magic defense too, so you can't just cast on them. But things like Drill, Dispatch, and Pummel all destroy them. 4 gold, less experience than the last battle, but still a decent amount of experience. Especially since I've already got a 5th character, I really need to gain as much experience as possible. Whoops. How did I totally just blow that? Sword Tech is actually, I've always liked Sword Tech, even though it's slow to gather up those abilities, simply because Dispatch is such a quick 1-second wonder. It's as fast as Fight and does generally a lot more damage, and is really versatile since it can penetrate defenses like it does. But in the randomizer, speeding things up, it actually makes Sword Tech really valuable, especially because Quadra Slice at 7, which would normally be really slow to get to, comes pretty quick, especially if you set up right so you always have him acting last so nobody's waiting on him. But you can land hits. If you're in the 30s and 40s with a reasonably powerful weapon, your 4 hits can do over 2,500 hit points each, which basically means that it can break the damage cap, and therefore does more than anything single target like a general spell or you know, even Bum Rush. It's to random targets, but if you've only got a single target, you know, same as Bum Rush, it's really reliable when you have a single target. You know who you're hitting, and you don't have to worry about it. I really hope that Edgar gets some useful spells eventually to make him worthwhile. If he does, then this team is really good. Realm with Blitz is incredibly awesome. Or all I need to do, I guess, is get if I find espers with good spells. But when natural magic is randomized, it totally is randomized. generally. It gives the levels you get spells at are totally random, and the spells you get are totally random. So I could get all my spells in like the 90s, I think, which would make it essentially useless. Oh, goody. Water related. This is pretty early, so I shouldn't have to kill too many of them. Rather than taking a certain amount of time in the randomizer, the amount of piranhas you fight is determined by the level of Rayopaz. Ragnarok weapon, okay. If Realm can equip that, I'm actually putting it on her. I forgot to equip her Rainbow Brush too, by the way. Let me examine really fast. Tara and Edgar, nope. So I have 3 Rainbow Brushes. Where did I get 3 of them? And Realm's the only one who can use them. Guess I can sell the rest. For now, I'll put it on her. I might put it on Edgar if he ends up ever getting any magic spells. He still has no magic because he doesn't have... We gained a lot of hit points, though, haven't we? Oh yeah, right here, Dinarsh. That's why I did this. Now I can cycle in Dinarsh and get the Welk check taken care of real fast. Drink from this to restore our hit points back up to 5k. Or 500. 5k. I wish I had 5k hit points right now. Make the rest of this run really easy. Maybe I ought to put it on Edgar anyway, now that I think about it. Assassin is actually good with its high speed. Just so that he can do something more in these fights. Because right now he's pretty much useless. Senor Behemoth. Okay, this will give me a Behemoth suit. That's pretty awesome. I think he absorbs Holy, actually. Nope. Okay, good. It must be fire he absorbs at this stage. It's interesting that they can't or decided not to code in the part about Senior Behemoth taking, or Zombie Senior Behemoth taking you in from behind. Realm just does so much damage with Blitz. Still has not learned any magic. Finally, Magicite. Okay, Spell, Warp. Okay, well, and now I don't even need the Warp Stones. No, I don't have anything here yet. As I say, I can go in there to get the other item if it's worth getting. Like in the vanilla game, when you open up the weapon shop and talk to the weapon keeper with Locke. He has the Badge of Sight Ragnarok, and he offers to turn it into a powerful sword for you, or keep the esper. And most people choose the esper because it's the only esper that teaches Ultima. I always take the sword because it's super awesome, and I get the Paladin shield to teach me Ultima. No, nothing here. It's down here. Let's do Doma first. But you can actually get both in the randomizer if the same situation were to happen, because whatever you don't choose will be given by a guard in the past that gate where I went into. Silas, another character with another free check. GP Rain. Doom. Okay, excellent. Well, good news is he's vulnerable to Orbital because it's oh geez, and of course she gets frozen. Let's see if I get lucky. Oh, that's right, I'm not using Flame Saber anymore. Ah, it does do fire damage, so it counts. Alright. I maybe ought to keep it on just in case, but... Oh, please, not again. Well, the good news is it goes away eventually, and if she is not hit, she can just kill him with... Forgot to see if she could, to put her on the behemoth suit on her, too. Please, anything but holy. Poison. Excellent. I don't care about poison. You chose the right person to target. Demon Rage is an incredibly powerful physical attack, but Sabin has the Snow Muffler on, so... Even though you absorb cold with Snow Muffler, you don't absorb the frozen status either, which is so annoying. Pretty satisfied with my armor, even if I don't get anything better armor-wise. One Snow Muffler plus Behemoth Suit is close to S tier. A lot of people might argue otherwise because there's no elemental resistances, but its defense is super top-notch, and it gives super high stat bonuses, so very happy with it. Serena Gown is B tier. It gives some stat bonuses and good defense, so it's okay. Only the Chocobo suit remaining, but 3 out of 4 is really good for having end-game armor. And I have a cat hood and a coronet for helms. That's really good already. I'd like some shields, though. Tabby suit is pretty good, too. Might be better than Chocobo suit if he can wear it. He can't. Okay. But I'd really like some elemental shields, especially fire and ice. Both of which make you immune to fire, which means you're immune to Burton. Genji shield is actually very nice. You really don't need it though. Who needs it more? You do. Yeah, you don't have a lot of defense, but super high evasion of both magic and defense now. Oh, the worst ones. Warp and Dispel. Need to treat that eventually. You're almost immune to being attacked, that's right. They do rarely drop something, but it's, again, rare. It is a Minerva, though. And I got it. Nice. And he can wear it. Double nice. All right. W wind, which I don't even care about. But it doesn't give any bonuses either, so it's like, who cares? Dispel and Warp. One person having Warp is nice, because then you can just warp out of places, but I already bought Warp Stones for that anyway, so that doesn't even matter. Okay, Magicite, very nice. So I wouldn't have minded an item because you get to skip these fights, but I'd rather not get another character for a while. This is Samurai, isn't it? He's not as bad. Edgar and Terra actually have swapped abilities. I never thought about that. And Realm has Sabin's ability. That was fine. Boy, glad this is the last hit on the way out. Crusader, okay. Life, that gives us something at least. Slow is not bad in certain fights. Now I can head straight down across the river. The nice thing about doing the sequence that I do is that you get a lot of free healing. Recovery spring there, so I don't have to worry about healing up after those fights in the Imperial camp. Now, somebody told me, Valiant Knife. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, somebody told me that it was possible to get a item from him in the previous video. I do look at those comments. I don't always reply, but thank you for telling me that, especially since it's a Valiant knife. Now I can go kill Katana Soul and get an offering, and somebody is going to turn into a butcher if they can use the knife. It's possible that nobody can use it. I'm kind of hoping that it's one of the people, only one of the people I left behind, because that'll give me an excuse to move them into the party and start leveling them. So I'll have more people overall who can do stuff. It's just a matter of who do I take out. It might actually be Edgar. Because right now he has the least useful abilities, since he hasn't learned any good magic. Okay, what's our monster box this time? Gigantos, big experience, big hurt. She is doing so much damage now. Oh, okay, there we go, finally. He's useful now. I just saw that right, didn't I? Yes, he learned Meteor. Finally got a natural magic, and it's a really good one. More running shoes, holy cow. Okay, really good relics. I guess I can put the running shoes on him too if I get more of them. Maybe I should put it on him. So if we get preemptive, I can just have him meteor all the enemies. Boss fight coming up, so I'm gonna safety save. Okay. My auto tracker's having a few issues, which it does. Ultros. Attack from behind by Ultros, running away from him. Hilarious. This is Ultros 3, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna meteor him. Yep, now he's gone into his late game protect myself phase. But he's dead. Now he learned life too. What did I get? Doesn't look like I got anything. Is that what, maybe that's what the ghost actually is, then. So Valiant Knife is what I got from as a reward? Is that all? Well, I didn't get a character esper, so since it didn't say I got an item, I guess that's it. Oh well. So this is one of the better checks because it's just a real quick boss fight. Second boss, okay. This one will give me Aura Lance, though, which is really good. All right. At the very least, I can give Aura Lance to Edgar and Ragnarok to Terra, although I think I'd prefer it right now if Terra could also use Aura Lance. All right, so it's item or esper. Another cat hood. Okay, anyone else can use it besides Realm? Because it is one of the best helms in the game. I'd consider it the best helm myself. 50% damage to almost all elements. Cyan and Edgar. Slightly less magic, but better in all other stats. Okay, Aura Lance. Almost everyone can use it. Good, including Terra. Still need shields, though. The best shield I've gotten is Genji Shield, which is an okay shield. That is literally its exact status. I prefer Aegis Shield even to Genji. And definitely prefer the Elemental Shields. And of course, Paladin Shield. The only S-tier shield. Let's go ahead and see what these guys got. I should have lots of money in case I get something lucky. Oh, I need to check the Valiant Knife, too. Throwing items, in case I get a thrower. I'm really set on helms, too. 2 cat hoods and a coronet. I don't need items, though. What am I looking for? I should be looking at items for auto crossbow or flash, maybe. Just for the mob fights. I can buy more running shoes, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. Everybody in running shoes, why not? Makes you immune to slow, keeps your speed up. Good overall, there it is. Oh. For a second, I was thinking I was doing the Strago check instead of the Realm check. It's right here near, but it's not actually in the town. Still, it was worth it for the running shoes, unless I find some in this cave, in which case I'm going to feel a bit silly. Yumaro, okay. That's my 7th character. And I still have only 2 Magicite, which are generally not too good. Speaking of which... Don't even care that much, but whatever. Okay, Doomgaze. Very unfortunate. You did not have the right thing. Okay. Figured he was probably one of the bosses immune to slow, but I also figured it was worth a shot. I haven't checked to see if Sabin can use an item at all either. And I still need to check that knife. Alright, Yamaro's 25, so he at least is going to be able to contribute to the battles in the final party. At this rate, I'm very likely to get a bunch more characters before the end, so there'll be minimum 25, so that'll make the ending not as troublesome. Because the hardest part about the final boss gauntlet with Kefka and everything is actually... Oh, God, and now a red cap. Okay, who did only had a... yeah, definitely, red cap. Yeah, that was the bad one. Better to do the far one first. Kinda doesn't matter that much though. But it's just slightly quicker on this loop back. Since you jump so much closer to the thing. Which I will use. Alright, Valiant Knife. Almost everyone can use it. Including Edgar, Sabin, Silas. I'll probably give it to Sabin for the end battles. To replace Sword Tech. Although, no, I'll probably give it to Edgar for the end battles. Almost everybody can use everything. Okay, I'm here by Zozo. Might as well do Zozo next. Before I do... This could have been a fast seed, but it looks like it's going to turn into a longer one just because it's taking me so long to find relics espers, I mean. One of the other checks I absolutely hate is Fun Baba. Reason for that is that you have to fight the boss with only 2 characters, so depending on who the boss is and which 2 random characters it chooses to give you, makes it really tough. And even if it's a character who joins the battle when you pick them up, it puts them at like level 3 base before auto-correcting them, and now a ribbon. That's really strong. Probably to go on Edgar for the final battles. I'm fine on weapons, fine on armor and helms, especially helms, but shields I really need. They are the big thing I lack this time around. But if I have enough characters that are of decent level, then the final boss fights, even if they're troublesome ones, I can deal with. If I can spread my party out a lot more reliably and stuff. Tentacles, and we're surrounding them. And we're all immune, which makes this strong. Meteor is great. Let's have you go last so that you can charge. I think I have that. Unfortunately, I don't have a multiple, so... Yeah, none of them absorb air. I thought so. Fire Dance, one of them absorbs, so... Oh, wow. That was a fight. Life 2. And still no growth on any of these either. Well, strength +1 on that one, which is... might as well be nothing. Let's go ahead and give you life 2 and... This is looking pretty bad. Those. All right, let's pop over here real quick. Kill Katana Soul, get my offering. Time to start checking shops too everywhere I go for good stuff. Easy peasy. Get my 100,000 plus gold as well because I have 2 cat hoods. I think it only works on 1, but he gives like 50,000 gold normally, so. Yep, 100k. I don't know if there's any other weapon. I need to put a better weapon on him too. Riker is fine for this. He would be doing a lot more with his Quadra Slams if I had put that on earlier. Not that it matters. I've been doing fine. Let's buy whatever this guy's got. I really don't want to do the auction house because it takes so long. Very expensive, but I can afford it. Zone Seek is not bad. Okay, that's my fourth. And what has it got? Fire, Bio, Life, Slow 2, Rasp. So, Bio, at least. So I have an okay attack spell now besides Edgar's Meteor. And I guess it's time to go to World of Ruin. Where to start with World of Ruin? Actually, let's start here. Vanilla Ice Dragon. I always like to kill dragons if they're around because they give a lot of experience, magic points for learning spells. One item that they're guaranteed to have, such as the Force Shield, which is a good shield, and another Force Shield. Okay, that's two really good shields. Not good on physical evasion, but great on magic evasion and magic power. So. Not as good as they are in vanilla since evasion is broken and magic evasion blocks everything, so they're actually one of the best shields there. I'd rather have Aegis Shield because it gives more physical resistance in this, but I'd rather have Elemental more than them and Paladin the most, of course, but that's decent. Okay. An annoying fight, but not super terrible. Depending on what she does. Ha! Darn. There we go. Phoenix. With magic power +2. Okay, that's something. And Quake if I had Float to get over everything. All right, do I really care? I guess if I get Aloe Vera and the Tiger Fangs, that'd be nice. Trying to decide if I want to do any more of the monsters in a box. Vector is a Hyperist, one of the worst. The one person who could use a weapon that I'm missing is Sabin. Maybe he can use the Aura Lance, though, now that I think about it. Maybe it would be worth it to give Terra just the Assassin again. Yeah, there we go. Now he should do a little more damage with everything. Then I don't have to worry about it. I can skip all of the monsters in a box at this point. I don't care about anything. Oh, nice. Now let's hope that my 2 random attacks target Welk instead of his shell. Never mind, that's all you need. He's that weak. He is the first boss in the game, so... Again, with the general settings, as you progress through the game, things level up, but the enemies from deep in the game are always going to be stronger than your... I can actually warp out of here, too. Still got a couple of good, easy checks left. Although first time, yeah, I have enough things to do. Let's go ahead and... I have 4 guys left, so... Four espers left to get. Wing Edge. If Terra can use that, that'd be nice. Yes. So yeah, everything but shields now, and really only 1 shield. I'm pretty set. This has been good luck-wise for giving me stuff. I could buy some Super Balls, too. The one thing that I'm really missing, besides one more decent shield and maybe one more... Well, with that, I have a decent weapon again. I have no healing spells. I don't really need any attack spells with what I've gotten. I should be fine there. Not an upgrade to anybody does. Although Yamaro can use that, I'm going to buy one for him. At the point where I can almost get by skipping chests. I don't have super great stuff, so mostly elemental shields are one of the main reasons why one of the only reasons why I don't want to do that. The odds of getting those are the chance. Oh god, another Minerva. Okay, there we go. And another Minerva, you know, really good item to find. If I like super good stuff like Illumina's, more Ragnaroks, although not everyone can use them. Oh, I forgot to go get that item too. Alright, no character here, which is fine. Leather hat. I could have skipped it and would have been fine, but you never know. That's the thing about randos. You never know if what you're skipping is good or not. The only chest I've gotten that has mattered here was the very first one I checked with the Minerva in it. Thank you for wasting my time. Fire 2, okay. Another Magicite, been rare. Good Magicite to get, that'll help against third tier. Haste 2, which is kind of useless. Mute though, Mute, excellent. Mute will make second tier quite a bit more, less of a problem. Not having to worry about the magic head doing anything. He isn't super devastating most of the time, but just not having to worry about him doing stuff is helpful. No life 3, no gravities. The only time I've ever really lost against Kefka and had to restart was when I didn't have Mute, and he did a quarter counter into 10 hits, and before I could revive, my characters finished off the last parts, which is partially due to my strategy. It's generally a lot more dangerous to multi-target things and burn them all down at once, which is my preferred method. That just is more dangerous. And if people have watched that and thought, why does he do that? He's an idiot? Kind of, yes, I am an idiot because I know it's bad and I'm doing it anyway because that's what I'm used to. It's just how I like to do it. If I have AoE spells, I generally find it most efficient and I get around the danger, but potions are kind of low right now, but I have no other healing, so unfortunately nothing else. But if I'm ever stuck in a spot where I need to throw out healing, how many, speaking of healing and stuff though, how much? I have 6 X potions, 8 elixirs, and 1 mega elixir. That's pretty good for the end game. So I'm not super worried really about healing for the end game. Let me go ahead and take a rest. I'll skip the monsters in a box. I really don't think I need them. The best things I can get now are Tiger Fang and Dragon Fang, whatever that is, the Dragon Gauntlet. Dragon Claw. Which are the 2 best weapons for Sabin, but I really don't need them. I have Aura Lance, Ragnarok, Wing Edge, and something really good on my other guy. Rainbow Brush. She's fine otherwise. Full Moon. So like Tiger Fang, if Realm could use it, would be good. Dragon Claw may be okay as well, but just not things that I need to worry about since they also involve fights that are annoying and they don't really give anything else. Otherwise, it's Master Pug with Graiatus, which I really don't need, especially since I have real weapons. Graiatus can be a good weapon, and it can be equipped by anybody, but just not, it's not a real endgame weapon compared to, it's only good as a weapon for people that you're, let's see, is that the, no, that is not the monster in a box one. Crystal Shield, okay, actually kind of worth it. It's a B tier shield, but it's better than Mithril. Eats earrings. She's been wearing earrings, but actually has not had any magic power stuff on her. Yeah, actually, I should be doing this to overall make the troop better. Dirt Dragon, the worst dragon. I really think he's the worst of the dragons because he does party-wide earth spells, which are really hard to get resistance for. And he doesn't have any really easily exploitable weaknesses. I think he's weak to water and wind, if I remember right. Oh god, another Ragnarok. Okay, yeah. I know that she can't use it, but she can use the wing edge, so instantly better for her. Again, shields are really all I need. Choke Magicite. That's 8. Was choke give? Quick. Okay. Quick. Alright. Quick breaks the game. Cure 3. Okay, that finally gives me a cure spell. I need to learn that one as well. I like having Terra or Sealess in my lead, so sue me. Party order doesn't matter too much, except for, like, efficiency during preemptive attacks is one big thing. Whoever is on bottom goes first in a preemptive attack, which is kind of counterintuitive as far as I'm concerned, but whatever. It's how they set up the game. So if somebody can, especially if you're going through and fighting random encounters, if you have somebody who has a one-shot kill all enemies off of a memory button press, so you can just basically hold the button and instantly go through your attacks without having to do any extra commands or spend magic on it. You know, like a flash tool, for example, or auto crossbow tool, or the shock spell. Having them in the bottom slot can be really efficient for quickly clearing through random encounter groups. All right, only 2 to go, so if I get lucky, I'll have them both from my next 2 checks. And then I'll be super fine taking down Kefka. And this won't be too long of a seed, even with the bad luck of the situation. All right, first we're going to do Zen, and I can skip all the 2 monster in a boxes, so that'll make this quick and easy. Don't even really need to save, although maybe I should just for... Imp, okay. I am a little bit worried about Fire Rod, little less worried now. South Figaro has Ice Rod, so I'm thinking about going and buying a bunch of those before I leave. That would probably be valuable. I can use my group for that. Heal Rod. Elixir. Because Cyan and Sealess are going to be bottom, basically useless in Kefka's tower. Oh, I totally forgot to go get the free check in South Figaro too. From Sealess. I haven't done any of Sealess' stuff. I totally forgot about her. Checks. Genji Glove. If I found a second Valiant Knife, I could dual wield, or I could do it anyway. Valiant Knife with something else is a decent amount of damage. Speaking of which, shopping, I forgot to go shopping though while I had the chance. Don't care much about any of that stuff. Don't even need the smoke bomb that much. I'm just not going to be doing any fighting. I probably shouldn't even worry about it either, though, because my equipment is so good. I mean, yeah, I could find Illuminas somewhere and try and buy those, and they'd be an improvement, but not that much of one comparatively. Elemental shields, maybe. Elixirs or mega elixirs would be exciting to find, actually, at this point. If you don't care about chests or dragons, this is a really, really good check because it's pretty fast. You just have to run and grab the rust rid this rust. Come into here, no boss, pretty short dungeon, and most of the length of it is grabbing chests if you're doing that. If you're not grabbing chests, you run through like 3 rooms, ignore the chest with and the switch with the dragon. Go grab the treasure. The real treasure after the quick cutscene. Ignore this door on the left because it's just a chest. Whoops. Crystal helm. I haven't even sold anything since the beginning of this game. It has been pretty good for equipment and money. Of course, getting an early cat hood really helped out. Gold Dragon, who is thunder based. He gives the crystal orb, which doesn't matter much, I think. And Skull Dragon gives muscle belt. Another force shield. Okay. I'll take that over crystal, actually. People are getting skills and stuff, so I don't care about Osmos or X Zone. Vic is very strong. Let's earn life too. Okay, good. Bolt 2 Meteor. Okay. A bit late in coming. You get some good spells like that. And actually... Warp. Alright, 1 to go. I really don't want this to be too much longer than a 230 seed, so I'm going to try and hit the quickest things possible. Sealess's checks, the first two are relatively quick. This one quite quick. There we go. And what is Raiden exactly? Magic power +2 and otherwise not great stuff. Okay. Would have been nice to find this early. I could have gotten it relatively early too, but I forgot. Forgot to come and check this. Okay, let's buy a bunch of ice rods and be done. Okay, he needs quick, and that is it, so... Let's see. I'm not going to get Bum Rush. That's unfortunate. I skipped a bit too much combat. Atma. Okay, French vanilla Atma. Rather unfortunate. Oh, gall, yeah, especially because that's holy damage. All right. That's one of the nice things about saving it. Doing safety saves like that is that you can immediately change gears if you need to. He absorbs holy, so I can't even use Aura Bolt on him, which is really, really unfortunate. I almost wish I didn't and it saved outside instead. What else can I do? Not much. I guess I'm using Pummel. That's about all I can use with her. Very glad it was this group, though. She hasn't learned quick yet. I need her to. Okay. The nice thing about having such powerful armor is even if I couldn't absorb the attacks, I did fine just tanking them. Even 1,000 hit point Yamaro didn't die in that fight. Tempting to fight a dragon and learn the spells too. Actually, to guarantee that she has quick, although I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do with her in the fights. Jeez. Also get Sabin enough experience to get Quadra Slice. I'm kind of relying on that. His defense is so good. Gem box. Not that I really need it. I don't have anyone with enough powerful magic to make that matter. Okay, learned that. Anything else I need to learn? I guess I could do gold. Or I could learn mute. Or just get her more magic power so that her spells mean something. Still didn't learn it, darn. Fixed dice. What a random chest to get that I always grab because it's literally right next to where you go. Who can use fixed dice? Can I turn that into the bulk of my damage? Everybody can use it just about. Okay. New strategy, R2. Did I want to do it with him? Yes, I actually did. All right, one thing we have to do to start out. Oh, I forgot to, because you must if you can. Zero. Literally cannot damage him with his weak attacks. Probably going to be halved because, oh wow, 1500. Now, the thing about the Aura Lance that seems to be really neat is that it does double damage to enemies that are weak to Holy, but it isn't Holy Elemental, so it'll still damage enemies that are absorb or are immune to Holy. So that's what's really weird about it. Please tell me you finally learned. Golly. One more boss fight to see if I can. I guess it would have been worth it to go out and do one more thing to get some experience. I don't really need it, though. I mean, I'm going to have Valiant Knife and fixed dice on offering. That's going to be my end game damage, so that's going to be plenty. But Goldern if I don't want the double damage of Quadra Slice to go with it. Yikes. Bit of a problem here. In that my random damage is random. Random damage is very random. Worst possible fight for this team, actually. Nope, not really very good. Quadra Slam still might be best, because if he just hits him once, that's better than everything else. Actually, I bought so many of them. This is actually a good use for... Come on. Didn't attack him once. Come on, 7. Well, whatever. This is actually the best thing to do for this party. Yep. Golly, I should have remembered that earlier. I never remember when I have rods, even when I buy a lot of them. Unless I'm planning, okay, this character can't do anything. I want them to use a rod. New technique, yes, so that's Quadra Slice as well. Pod Bracelet, another good relic I really don't need. There are some seeds where I'm getting Pod Bracelets and I'm like, oh yeah, something good. This seed I got so many good relics so early, so fast. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Running shoes are so good. Offering Genji Glove on my offensive guy. Hero Ring relics and things. Okay. And let's empty Umaro, because I don't need him anymore. What I actually need to give him is... Did I get another ribbon somewhere? I don't remember getting it. Might be valuable to throw that on another couple people. $900, which is better than nothing. I forgot to throw quick on him. Not that it matters. I don't actually need quick anymore. I don't need any of my spells, come to think of it. With this setup, I should be more than fine. my other Ragnarok go? Oh yeah, she's using it, of course. Might be most powerful just to have her use all those rods too, actually. Hornet magic, please. Or double attack with these Ragnaroks. I'll have to see the damage I do with Ice Rod with this setup. Since I didn't get great shields, this is actually really good defensively. Tech barrier doesn't matter to Ice Rod. Remedies up top, that's fine. Mega Elixir, Elixir, X Potion. The 4 items I'm actually going to use. And then actually... Okay, Running Shoes and Genji Glove I like with her. Now I need to look at getting people. Unicorn is not bad to have on a guy with ribbon. Fenrir is good to have, fine to have. Golem and Zone Seek are pretty good. Instead of earrings, I have another ribbon. Let's give you that. Instead of Raiden, we're going to give you unicorns, so you can use that. And you're fine on Fenrir. Let's give you Golem, so that you can block some attacks. Okay, and Relic, offering Genji Glove. Ribbon, Running Shoes. Okay. So the only person who needs to be hasted is Edgar. So I probably ought to go ahead and do that when I get there. Oh, give me that. Do I want 5 more magic or 7 more speed? Magic evasion too is super high. That might be valuable just for that. So using ice rods with her might actually be the most powerful because of her extreme magic power compared to what's her ability again? Blitz? Yeah, since I didn't get Bum Rush, that's probably the strongest thing I can do. Don't have any useful attack spells, but I'll just keep using those. She has defensive magic though, so. Alright, guess I'm ready. I should get a sub 220. This fight should go pretty quick with the damage that Edgar can deal. And Sabin too, with his Quadra Slice now, should be able to deal quite a lot of damage. Everybody should be doing decent damage as well as being good defensively. Golem, I'd like to activate right away, I think, to absorb some damage. I never got break, I don't think. That's a bit troublesome, but not a super huge deal. All right, Terra, Edgar, Sabin, Realm. That's actually really fine for this part. You have Fenrir, so I don't want to do you yet anyway. Okay. $8,000 damage. Yeah, so much damage from those. I keep forgetting to summon Golem with whoever's gonna summon it. It's probably gonna finish that one. Nope. Okay. So it's Edgar. Edgar needs to summon Golem. Okay. Edgar also needs to mute the far left one because he's the only one who has that, I believe. He also needs to get hasted. Somebody should have the haste spell or haste 2. I also need to cure. Okay, do you have haste? No. Let's cure 3. You have haste. Haste 2. Excellent. Okay, you mute. That's what 2 Ragnaroks does. Edgar would be doing a lot more damage if he would actually get hurt, but he's... Of course, with the Minerva on, he doesn't take any damage from 4 elements, so including the 3 most common, fire, ice, and lightning. Is that the only one left? No. Alright, this annoying one. Thank you for hopefully finally finishing that one. Yep. Roman 7, actually. Yeah, I got so many nice things over the course of my travels for this boss. I haven't used this at all, but now's a good time to use it. Quick is really nice with sword tech since it doesn't matter how long it takes to charge. You're not giving the enemy any extra turns. I just did 28,000 there. This should finish him, actually, if I get somewhat decent rolls with fixed dice. Which I'm not. There we are. Hyperdrive. Okay, just for safety. Although probably I'll finish with this one ice rod. He should be really close to death. And a second ice rod almost certainly would have finished him too. So he's not dead yet. Fine. Can't afford it? Okay, just ice rod him then. If this doesn't finish him. $217 again. Not a bad time. I think that the seed was kind of unlucky, too, at least in... Every seed is going to be unlucky. I talk about it that way. It actually was a very lucky seed. I got everything but really, really good shields. I still ended up with decent shields, but I got some of the best armor in the game, some of the best helms in the game, including 2 early cat hoods, and overall some pretty good weapons, including 2 Ragnaroks, a fixed dice, and a Valiant Knife for this endgame damage. Plenty of money, a place I could buy ice rods for endgame. I didn't get good magic and didn't get good esper, so that really set me down, and I would have taken a lot more time if I'd tried to push that too much, but I think I'm glad I didn't. I didn't go for the Bum Rush as well, because I don't really need Bum Rush when I've got ice rods. I would have done 10k with Bum Rush rather than 6,000, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. So that's going to be it for today. For this run, at least. That was a pretty good run. Doing pretty good. I would love to get sub 2. Eventually, I think I'll get sub 2, but it's probably going to take me a while. I need to get used to a few more things like that and get kind of lucky. But oh well, was a good run, and I will see you all on the next run.